So from time to time, I have these bouts of anxiety, and you get them exactly when you want them, in the middle of the night or early in the morning when you're trying to sleep. That's exactly when I want to be having these thoughts race around in my head. And that's why I have these bags under my eyes. I'm kind of like an action figure. I come with my own accessories, the bags under the eyes. So I'm having one of these bouts the other night where my mind is just racing and I'm thinking about nonsense, really. I mean, yes, true. There are times where like my mind races and I think about, okay, what are the things I need to do tomorrow? Here's my list of stuff that's got to get done. Or, what about the next week or 2 weeks from now? I mean, that's where it's getting silly. I don't need to be thinking about 2 weeks from now. But then sometimes, here's the crazy thing: my brain like will make me worry about nonsense. It's like, okay, I'm rolling around thinking, if I was the captain of a starship and I was sent out into this nebula to negotiate a peace treaty between these two alien races, what kind of problems could come up? What sort of method would I use to negotiate things? That's never going to happen. Probably means I've watched too much sci-fi that evening, but you get the point. Those things, they come up and they happen. So when this was happening a few nights ago, I decided, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus my thoughts, focus my energy, and channel it into something that will hopefully help me to kind of calm down. So I thought, let me think about no crowd comedy and how I can develop routines or things that I might talk about, or maybe hopefully make a few people laugh. And in what is likely an indication of how this is all going to go, I fell right asleep. So buckle up. You are in for an exciting ride of all of the ideas that put me right out. They were ideas that were so good that my anxiety was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to take the night off. You go ahead and just do your thing. But what struck me is that kind of like penicillin was accidentally discovered and became this great thing, I may have accidentally discovered the cure for anxiety. All you have to do is just listen to my jokes. Now, you may instead develop depression doing that, but every medication has a side effect, so listen at your own risk. And medications these days are crazy. I mean, for sure. I take enough of them for the issues that I face, and it seems like every time I watch TV, there's a new one. And they're all named after just reaching in and grabbing out random letters from a Scrabble bag. And it's like, okay, so we'll call this one Flibbigips. We'll call that one Gigglequack. This one will be called just consonants in that one, no vowels at all. And it's funny the way that they talk about these things. The thing that always kills me is, they're like, try our new medication, Snowblip. It does la 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 la. And then they tell you, don't take Snowblip if you're allergic to Snowblip. Well, you just created this thing. I've never heard of this before. It's a brand new medication. How in the world am I supposed to know if I'm allergic to it or not? I guess I'll just take the chance and I'll pop the pill, and if it kills me, then I'll know. Huh? I was allergic. Oh well. And they'll be like, well, we told you not to do that. Medication side effects are really something. These commercials they give you these beautiful scenes and everyone's so happy. And then they tell you Flopnops can help you grow your hair back. And you're like, ooh, okay, yeah, I'm on board with that. That sounds pretty good. All these people seem so happy looking home with their hair. Ooh, so nice. And then they come in and they sneak in quietly, quickly at the end of the side effects. They're like, Flopnops may cause spontaneous combustion, memory loss, walking backwards, loss of limbs. Ask your doctor about Flopnops today. And you're like, what did they just say? What were those? Well, I guess I do have 2 arms. I could get rid of one of them if it means I get my hair back. Of course, then if you're me, then your anxiety spurs up again and you start thinking about like, okay, but how am I going to do all the normal stuff I would do with just 1 arm? I can't pilot a spaceship with just 1 arm.